Okay, traders. So the number one word for you in the market right now is patience. Patience is a virtue in these markets right now because I truly believe there's going to be a lot of whipsaw. So for example, what's happening with gold and silver right now, the crazy volatility, the crazy volatility that's happening in the gold and silver right now. The update that I did yesterday, I talked about how you want to be basically getting ready for a big move in gold, but not yet. I still believe we need more time. That's what I mentioned yesterday. And also in yesterday's video, I talked about how silver, you want to stay away from silver because it can cut your head off. And what we saw today, right, was a big drop in the markets across there. Pretty strong across all the markets here now, guys. But that's what I want to focus on in today. It's a bit of a market update across all markets from there and what's going on. So let's start off with the good old silver and gold. And let's actually start off, let's go to the last, say, 6 months worth of gold. Let's go to the good old gold for starters. So gold right now, guys, bit of a down day today. Not much going on through there when it comes to gold, but we're still stuck in this overall range. Now, the big thing here, guys, is for me personally, I personally do believe we're waiting for, this is my weekly chart now, and I personally believe we're getting ready. We're waiting for the market to catch up to my 24 moving average before we get going again in the market here. So gold right now, I truly believe over the next couple of weeks, just continue more sideways in this volatile range. So if you're trying to short-term gold right now, you want to stay away from it because you're probably going to get chopped out. It's not ready yet. And the ideal situation is probably another couple of weeks from now. Then we're probably going to get ready for another really big move. But the good news is that it's holding here right now. Now, what would put a caveat on that is that if we do break below this level through here, if we break below 2,300 from there, depending on where it's at, it's either going to be two things. One, this is going to be a massive topping pattern, or two, it's just going to be a short-term flush. But for now, that's just me saying what may happen. For now, guess what? We're just still stuck in this sideways range here on gold. So for me, trying to short-term gold right now, you need to step back and be patient because there's a lot of volatility happening in gold right now. There's no high probability of having an up or down move. So just stay away from the gold for this is for short-term anyway. This is not for investing, okay, guys? Investing, you should already be in gold if you're an investor, right? You buy, hold, and you don't really care about this because you're a long-term investor there. Anyway, on to the good old silver market. And look what happened with the silver market today, right? I talked about how that this day right here, I said, guys, do not get involved with this here right now because silver's been very, very volatile. It's just, we're just a lot of volatility through here. So therefore, I truly believe that you just want to stay away from silver because there's a lot of volatility here. And I guarantee you a lot of people would have got whipsawed out of today. As you can see, today came down from here. If we go to the hourly charts from here, you can see what happened. We came down and now we're just going sideways. So for the silver market, squeezing up, right? We're getting a massive squeezing up of a triangle pattern right now. And so this squeezing up right now we've been getting in silver, as you can see since March right now. Once we do break out, then I believe we're getting ready for another move. But right now, we're just stuck in this sideways range through here. This is what's called a consolidation or a time phase. So just step away from that, guys. Anyway, moving on now through to the GDX right now. And the GDX, the big thing for the GDX, guys, is this here. Is the GDX right now on that real big picture on the GDX room. This is the weekly chart here. Is as you can see, look what's happening right now, all right? We're getting what? Look at this here. We're right at this triangle pattern here. So once we do start to really break above this level here on the GDX, which is this one right here. So if I bring up the short term over the last, say, 1 year, 1 or 2 years, once we do really start to break up above here, guys, that's that weekly chart probably starting to kick into play. And then we could possibly start to see some really big up moves when it comes to the mining sector. So something big might be happening in the mining sector there on the GDX there. Let's go to the GDXJ for you. So on the GDXJ, what we're seeing right now is we're seeing just a continued sideways pattern through here. The really big key that I'm noticing right now on the GDXJ is this, is that we did have a really big downward phase through here, as you can see, but now we're actually starting to break up above these levels all through here. So this to me has already broken out of its downward trend, not like its brother, the GDX, the big brother. But what we're seeing through here is we're just seeing sideways or right at this level of support. So when we see this level of support, guys, and we see the moving average coming up, this is now starting a new upward trend, I truly believe, and that's what we're seeing right now. So again, we could possibly start to see a bit more sideways, but right now we're really getting that upward trend in place, and there could be a lot more upside to come out of the GDX. Let's go to the SIL, and the SIL is also another one for when it comes down to the really big picture here, right? Look at this here. This is the real big picture here. So this is the SIL. Look where we are right now, right? It is taken, look at this here. It is since 2010 to where we are right now. So that's 14 years. 14 years to develop this pattern. Once it breaks, this thing is likely to break and break hard. So after over 14 years of developing this, we could start to see a really, really nice move. So keep an eye on that one there, guys. SILJ as well too. What we're seeing right now, guys, is we're seeing that we did have a lot of support and resistance around this whole area through here, right? We had it all back through here, all through here as well too. Ran up, came back down, found support, and now we're right at this 1150 level from here, and now we're just going sideways. The big thing, again, is that we did have a big downward trend, just like the GDXJ. Now we're broken out. Now we're starting through this level here. I truly believe this is the start of a really big bull market. But remember, guys, big bull market. This is a bull market, right? We go up for a while, and then we have a period of what? A few months of doing nothing before we continue up from there. Moving on now through to the good old indices. And right now we're seeing on the... Now, the really big thing about the Dow Jones is we're slowly starting to crawl. As you can see, we've been slowly crawling up. If I bring up the last 1 year, right, look at this here. We've been slowly crawling up from here. So the really big thing is the Dow Jones is still in an upward trend. The most important part to an upward trend in the stock market is low, right? And then we have a higher low and a higher low and a higher low. So the buyers are still in control. So what may be happening right now is the Dow may be getting ready for a break above there. And if that happens, the Dow could be getting ready for another big move to the upside, because the reason why is we've done nothing. As you can see, this last, say, 6 months, we've really been doing nothing here. So we could be getting ready for a breakout on the Dow, which is quite weird. And the reason why I say it's quite weird is, check this out. On the S&P 500, we've been just going on a tear to the upside. The S&P 500 is on a tear to the upside, which tells me, guys, the Dow Jones is not like the S&P. And the S&P is just pretty much a nothing day today, guys. Again, like we've just been going up so much through here, guys. I truly believe that we're getting ready towards the end of this move. But the problem with what I just said there, guys, is you never want to jump in front of a big bull trend. This is a bull trend right now. There's no signs of this slowing down. But for now, guys, this is just in a very, 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 very big, strong bull market on the S&P 500. Move over now through to the Nasdaq 100 index, and the same thing. Look at the Nasdaq 100 just absolutely powering on up, right? And so really, 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 really big, strong move. When does this end? I wouldn't want to be going long right now, as in getting in now, because we've just gone up for so much. And going short right now is definitely not a really good thing to do as well too. And the reason why is because, like, you just never want to step in front of the markets. What I do, guys, is I like to then go take my system, my trade that I use, and I look to go to incorporate that into the individual stocks from there. So, and then also, last but least, the Russell. Now, the Russell is still in a bit of a sideways range. Here's the really big key with the Russell, right? The Russell still is in an upward trend right now. Look at this here. Low, higher low, higher low. And what do we have here? Another higher low. So the Russell is definitely in a very big, strong upward trend from here. So I definitely would not want to be fighting that from there. And last but least, guys, the good old Bitcoin for you guys. Good old Bitcoin update. Let's go look at the good old BTC. All right, bit of a bounce today. This is the weekly chart to the left, right? Bit of a bounce today, which is what you would expect. And then we have a daily chart. Now, depending on what happens here, this could be a slingshot move coming in the Dow Jones, right? So check this out. This is where it gets really, really cool. There could be a slingshot pattern happening in Bitcoin, right? And then what is a slingshot pattern? A slingshot pattern is when we actually break below the lows, right? When we break below the lows through here, when we break below the low for a short term, and then we start to see a move up. So if indeed, guys, just looking at this level from here now, if indeed we do start to see a break above this level here on the Nasdaq, around this level, if we start to get back above it, guys, right, and this is going to be the really big key. If we start to get this type of pattern, check this out, right? We start to get this, and we start to get like a bar like that, get back above here, we start to do that, maybe something like that, and then we break, then guess what? If we do get this pattern here, powerful slingshot, and if we do start to break above 72, then we're probably going to have a really, really, really big move really quickly up to about 100,000 plus from there. So there we go, traders. Hope this helps you out, traders. If you do need some help, that first thing in the description, or if you go to johnsfreegift.com, you can grab access to my trading course that I've got access to. You can get access to that. Or if you'd like to get access to the entire Master Trader Lab, where it's got my entire educational program from there, then you can grab 90% off that. If you go to Johns, Johns, johnsflashsale.com, you can grab 90% off the entire Master Trader Lab. Or if you just like to get access to a trading course to get you going right now, learn my trading system and a lot of other amazing stuff, then just go to johnsfreegift.com. Again, all the links are in the description. See you guys soon.